We are live here at Roberto Slavinsky's apartment, and this is Bridging the Geekdom.
What's going on, everyone?
We're fucking funky.
Robert and Colton from Bridging the Geekdom's here with you. New little theme in the beginning.
Yeah, it was a plug.
We're going to kind of test out the waters for some new openings here, we think. And that's kind of one that we're going to try, maybe?
Yeah.
Possibly. We'll see.
Do you guys fuck with it?
If you guys like it, let us know. If not, we'll keep trying and changing and doing different things. Why not? Nobody else really listens to us except for the 4 people. So
yeah, hey 4 people, we fucking love you.
All right, so how's it going? What's been going on with you, buddy?
Life. I watched Superstore a little bit, like you told me to.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's fun.
Yeah, hopefully it picks up a little bit, but it's not bad.
Yeah, the first season. What are you, like 4 or 5 episodes in?
Like episode 9 of season 1.
Okay, well that season's about to end. After that, it really gets going. So.
I mean, there were a couple times where I genuinely laughed. Like I was like, "Oh shit, this is funny." I mean, it's not bad. I like it.
Like I said, it's very similar to that of The Office. Like you can tell, and you'll notice even in later seasons, like certain characters are characters from The Office.
Like, oh shit, there's Dwight.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
not bad. I'm kind of looking forward to the new season, even though I'm not caught up. But I'll watch it all. How about yourself? Was that Penguins pirate game?
Penguins? Pirates? You mean the Pirates game?
We don't say the Pirates by themselves because they're so bad.
Honestly, it was a good time, with my son. Yeah,
nice.
I have gone to 2 Pirate games this year. Both time there were free tickets. Both time it was for the kids.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't go. I would not support that team because of the shit that they've put their fans through over the past few years, and really the past 20 years mostly. But
the past 50.
Honestly, it was a good time. I mean, they lost horribly, but
it's the Pirates.
My son had a good time. And that's what matters. He got to spend time with me, got to have fun, ask some questions about baseball, got to explain to him the game a little bit more.
And why the Pirates suck.
See, he doesn't realize that. He's just like, I want them to win. I'm like, yeah, me too, buddy.
You can wish her one hand, shit in the other. We'll see which one fills up first.
So it was a good time with that. But let's see. Besides that, I was sitting there in the park, and I actually tweeted this out while I was there, because I'm sitting there, and I'm just like, God, this city is the perfect setting for a Batman movie, for Gotham City. And I know that they used it a little bit in The Dark Knight Rises. I know that. But I'm saying Pittsburgh is the perfect city for Gotham. For Gotham, not a mix of Pittsburgh, Toronto, and Chicago, or however they did that in the Nolan verse. Like, itself should be Gotham. It's perfect. It's not overly large.
Yeah, it's not big.
It fits perfectly. Oakland, perfect as like the Narrows type of thing, where it's the darker, the deep, the more messed up area. Then you have Pittsburgh, which is the city. Just imagine Wayne Tower being PPG, PPG building. Like that'd
be cool.
Exactly. And then with the aesthetics, some of the old buildings that we have there.
Yeah,
just imagine Batman standing on top of one of them.
Yeah, it fits the gothic look.
Exactly. I just think that that's what they should do. So, hey, Matt Reeves, I know you're writing that movie right now. Come on over to Pittsburgh.
Speaking of movies and Batman, how about Jacqueline Phoenix?
Jacqueline Phoenix.
Sorry, I don't speak with accents.
Jacqueline.
Jacqueeve.
Yeah, it just actually popped up on my computer here. Yeah. All right. So let me hear your thoughts.
Okay, so the first reveal we got with him kind of standing there and kind of like
the like little tease where it was like music playing in the background. And
I was like, what the fuck? This is bad looking. Then you see the outfit, and it looks good with the outfit. Like it's not as bad as it initially looked.
This is my thought on it.
I don't know. We'll just keep going. Because it's still technically recording. It's just about 10 seconds behind. Penis.
Okay, so I think they're trying to go for something that's so drastically different than what we've gotten before. So definitely not the Jared Leto Joker. They don't want to do the Heath Ledger Joker because that's so iconic. People love that one so much that they don't want to copy and try and copy that. Then you have the Jack Nicholson, which is iconic and famous in itself. Then you have the 1966 Batman Joker that that people love as well. So I think they're trying to one, separate themselves from that, but try and stay true to the nature and character of the Joker. The paint, the face paint, it's a little off-putting, but it's grown on me.
Once you see it with an outfit like that, the leaked images we saw, it's not just bad.
That. I think what I really didn't like about that video that they first posted was his smile. Because of the way he was sitting there and his head was moving and then he just smiled. That didn't work for me. However, when you see him in those leaked clips that have come out from filming from the set where he's like coming off of a subway or something like that, and he kind of takes off a mask and walks away, I was like, damn, that looks good. That's the Joker. It's the Joker. And I think that's why they're doing it this way. I think that they're trying to get people to hey, this is going to be different. And I'm okay with that. I'm still not 100% sure on the movie. I'm still kind of just
there's not much you can do with the Joker at this point. Everything's been done.
Yeah, I mean, whether it's animated or live action, they've done a lot of stuff, but we've never gotten his origin. That's the thing, and this is supposed to be his origin. Whether it's the true origin or just a Elseworld origin. We've never... I mean, yes, we've had bits and pieces, where he's the original Red Hood or, different things like that, or you take a look at 1989 Batman, you see bits and pieces where, okay, that's one idea that's how the Joker became. You can look at the show Gotham, that's one way. You can look at some of the animated, but I think this one, they're just trying to do something different. And it is what it is. I honestly hated it at first. I was appalled. I was like, this is horrible. People want to complain about the Jared Leto Joker, but what the hell is this? What are we looking at here,
And then then it grows, and then you're like, yeah, Jared Leto's Joker's still pretty bad looking.
See, I still like Jared Leto's Joker. And it's kind of funny that this whole stuff with the Joker came up because this week, David Ayer from the director of Suicide Squad, he was like, yeah, I think I went a little too far with the tattoos. And he's not lying. I mean, I think the biggest one and my biggest complaint is the damaged tattoo on his forehead. You get rid of that, I'm perfectly fine with every other tattoo on him. It makes him a little different. It's a different take.
Yeah, it's a modernization of the Joker.
So, yeah, well.
I mean, I like it. I'm going to watch it. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to watch it.
I mean, I'm going to watch it also. So
no, you're not. Don't lie. Don't lie to the fans.
Because I won't watch anything DC, even though I'm disgusted with how WB has handled all of it.
Yeah, well, this isn't WB associated, is it?
Yeah, anything DC
well,
is
I mean,
Warner Brothers. It's all Warner Brothers, buddy.
That's gay.
Warner Brothers owns the DC film rights.
That's gay. That's super gay. Penis.
Okay. Let's see. Birds of Prey movie starring Margot Robbie is getting an official February 2020 release date.
Woo! Only 2 years away.
So that's kind of interesting.
Well, a year and a half, I guess.
Yeah. Let's see. I kind of want to bring this up. I don't know if you saw it. Pull up. Here now. I'll send it. Hello, sir. What can I do for you?
Howdy there, partner. I'm in the market for one of them new internet radio show T-shirts I hear so much about on them applications.
T-shirt, you say?
Yeah, one that'll catch the eye of my lovely lady friend.
You know what? I think I may have something right up your alley.
Oh, do tell.
You see, we have this awesome Hanes tagless tee with the slick logo of Nerd Talkalypse Podcast Network on the front, with all the awesome shows listed on the back. Nerd Talkalypse Podcast, Fandom Vibe, and even Bridging the Geekdoms.
Well, I'll be a horse's patoot.
That's right, and you can get that all for the low cost of $17.99 at teespring.com, as well as coffee mugs, stickers, tank tops, and hoodies.
I'm gonna have to get me one of them stickers for the back of my pick-em-up truck.
That's excellent, man. Just log in to teespring.com/shop/nerdtalkalypse network and order yours today.
Yeah! But wait, why did I walk into a store if you're gonna send me to a website? Oh my god, his dick.
Yeah, so apparently we now know that Batman is circumcised.
Fucking nice. It's there too. It's like a little shadowy.
Yeah, yeah.
You can only see the tip.
In the new Batman comic, Batman Damned, there's a moment where
He's damned, all right.
he gets to the Batcave and he gets out of his Batman attire and he is completely nude, and you see his dong, the Bat Dong.
The Batter Dong.
Bat Dong. But yeah, so what do you think about all that?
It's amazing.
Is it needed or unneeded? Because they're now censoring all future comics, this comic coming out. So if you get it digitally now, it's censored. If any new ones that they print from here on out are all going to be censored.
I mean, it's a penis. Like, kids these days grow up way worse.
Well, first off, this is the Batman Damned comic is not for kids. This was something that was stated prior to the comic even coming out. Is like this series, not for kids. Like, this is a dark comic series.
It's not going to stop people though.
Well, probably.
Look at The Walking Dead.
True.
I mean, I don't think it's necessary. If you're gonna just let people do it, creativity. Freedom of expression and shit. That's what I think. I think it would make sense to do that way. So, I have a story to tell you.
Okay.
A duck walks up to a lemonade stand, and he says to the man running the stand, "Hey, bump, bump, bump. Got any grapes?" Did you like this story?
So, but the Batman Damned comic, I haven't read it yet, but
Is it on the DC app?
No, it's not. I'm actually waiting. I'm going to be finally falling into the Comixology route and going to just start buying and downloading the comics digitally that way. The Batman Damned is going to be the first comic I get with that, and I tell you what, man, like, I'm looking forward to it because the whole story is just the Joker is dead. Batman has no idea how the Joker died. He doesn't know if he did it. Like, he doesn't understand how the Joker's dead.
Yeah. And
he calls on Constantine to help him figure this out.
Same.
So he and John Constantine are going to be investigating how Joker was killed, who killed him, and all that fun stuff. So
that seems pretty tits.
it does. Like, I can't wait. Bat Dong and all.
The Batter Dong.
Yeah, it's funny. If you want to see the Bat Dong, ScreenRant.com actually has a article with it with the uncensored version, so you can actually
see the tip of a dick.
Yeah,
that's all you see.
Little mushroom head. So that is what you can see there. But I thought it was very interesting. I mean, I don't think it was needed. I don't think it's that big of a deal, though.
Yeah, it's not distasteful.
Yeah, I mean, DC said they're censoring it now because it doesn't add anything to the story, and their whole thing is, we will keep anything in a comic that adds to the story. If it doesn't add to the story at all, if it's pointless, then why have it there?
But you can't go say we're gonna censor the rest of everything.
I mean, they do stuff like this in comics in the past. I mean, this isn't the first time a superhero or a hero has gotten undressed in a comic. It's just they do like they did with the censored, is they shade it out, so it's all black, it's all dark, so you can't see it. So again, I don't think it was needed, but I don't think it's that big of a deal that it was there.
Are we adults or are we 12?
Exactly.
Exactly.
So that happened. Which I thought was
we saw
funny.
The Batter Dick.
The Batter Dick. I don't know why you keep adding to it.
Because
it's not Batterman, it's Batman.
It's Batterman.
So it would be Bat Dong.
No, it's Batter Dong.
Bat Dick.
Batter Dick. It's Batman, but his dick is badder than him. Yes. Genius.
Yeah. I have been really diving into the DC Universe app. From last week to now, I have watched like 4 or 5 movies on it. I have watched animated series stuff. I have read a couple comics. Like, it is intense. And the encyclopedia on it is incredible. You can get so much information. If you are new to the comic world and you're really diving in, especially with DC Comics, get this app because you can find out and catch up on so much that you may have missed over the past 100 years almost of DC Comics. 90 years, whatever. It's been 75 years, whatever. 80 years. I don't know. I don't do math very well. But
His job revolves around doing math
very well.
fairly often, too.
But honestly, it's such an awesome deal. I mean, $8 a month or $75 for the year. You'd be foolish not to at least give it a shot for a couple months. I've heard a lot of people complaining, it doesn't have what I want on here. It doesn't have all the DC animated movies. It doesn't have all this. It doesn't have all that. People need to realize, like, step back and realize, like, they're not going to just give everything at one time. They're going to rotate the content in and put stuff in, take stuff out.
Yeah, keep you there.
And keep you interested in it. It's the same way that Netflix works. Netflix doesn't keep stuff all the time. Sometimes they will rotate things out. Eventually it'll come back, but they rotate it out for something new. They also have their original content. People are like, well, that's what their original content needs to be. It needs to keep the people invested in the DC Universe app. Yes, it will, but it's not out yet. And they're still going to rotate the other stuff. It's people need to realize
people
that.
are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Firm advocate of that.
Yeah, definitely. So let's see, anything going on in Marvel side? Ooh, we haven't talked about the Captain Marvel trailer, have we?
No, we haven't.
Yeah, normally we play that for the show, and I don't even have it queued up at all or anything.
Wow, it's crazy. It's crazy, like we're just leading them on as if we really don't have it queued up.
I mean, it's crazy.
It's knuckin' futz.
It's crazy. You would think that,
us being seasoned podcasters,
exactly,
we would have our shit together.
Blockbuster Video.
War is a universal language. I know a renegade soldier when I see one. Never occurred to me that one might come from above. Space invasion, big car chase. Truth be told, I was ready to hang it up till I met you today. So you're not from around here?
It's hard to explain. I keep having these memories. I see flashes. I think I had a life here. But I can't tell if it's real.
We have no idea what threats are out there. We can't do this alone. We need you.
I'm not what you think I am.
So what'd you think?
Oh, why isn't it March? I mean, just Ant-Man and the Wasp was such a letdown after Infinity War.
Yeah.
I need a Marvel film.
I tell you what, I really enjoy the trailer. I think I like the trailer more than a lot of Marvel fanboys do, because I've been,
We're going down there into that Marvel. We gonna get us some good stuff from that. Oh man.
So
that will never get fucking old.
I think that it's a damn good trailer. I like how it reminisces of Captain America's story of never staying down. Like you see her, falling off the rope, falling as a child, falling, and she stands back up, to face adversity and stuff like that. And I like that about it. It felt a little Wonder Woman at the end, very similar to the end of the one Wonder Woman trailer where she was floating in the air and like all the lightning was hitting her and everything like that.
No one will say anything though.
No, nobody will say.
Everybody will call out Aquaman, but ain't nobody gonna call shit on this.
Everybody's gonna be like, look, Wonder Woman copied Captain Marvel. What?
Excuse me, sir, but your autism's in the way.
So you got that, but again, I like the 90s feel to it by the blockbuster. Samuel L. Jackson, like the CGI they did for him is freaking incredible. He looks
like he was in the 90s.
Yeah, Clark Gregg as Coulson looks young. They did a hell of a good job with that kind of stuff. My biggest issue, and I'm hoping I can get used to it, is Brie Larson's voice. It does not sound commanding enough. It doesn't sound powerful enough. And that's something that I think a superhero of her caliber needs to have. It's not something that Brie Larson can change. It's not anything like it. That's her voice,
Well, I mean, she could take some voice acting classes.
Could, yeah.
I mean, it's not like I wouldn't do it.
It's just kind of upsetting that, she has this, such a quiet and feminine voice. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing to have a feminine voice when you're a female.
You want Captain Marvel to come out, hey, man, you got any more of them scrolls? I came here for some scrolls. I came to punch old ladies and eat some scrolls.
But I think I just think it's a little too young sounding, and that's my only problem. And honestly, it's not a big problem. I think I'll get used to it and get over it pretty quickly. But
I think this movie means a lot more than a lot of people are going to think.
It means a lot more?
Yeah, because let's face it, after Avengers 4, we're not going to see like Iron Man. And we're not going to see those guys anymore. And she's going to be the essential new Iron Man, if they decide to go that route. But in the comics, she does become like the new Iron Man. Like the leader of the Avengers.
Captain America, technically.
But again, we're not going to have him in after Avengers 4 either.
Yes.
So like she's going to be one of those big named characters.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this movie's going to mean a lot more than what we're thinking it will be.
Yeah, probably. Unfortunately, I guess so. I don't know. Honestly, I'm excited for it. I'm going to like Captain Marvel. I'm going to like what we get from it, I think. Whether it's...
That Nine Inch Nails shirt.
Yeah, whether it's that she's going to take on a larger role because RDJ and Chris Evans leave, or whether she just happens to be there and in a supporting capacity. Either way, I'm fine with it. Like I think that she's gonna. I'm looking forward to her movie. I am. She is technically the most powerful hero in the Marvel universe. So
technically,
it'd be nice to see what they do with that. Technically.
I mean, we have Spider-Man, man.
Spider-Man, man?
Yeah.
Who's Spider-Man, man?
It's Spider-Man with with another Spider-Man suit on. He did the fusion dance with Miles Morales.
Miles Morales. Now he's a Mexican.
See. Spider-Man, man. Just runs around with a sombrero.
See, I'm the Spider-Man, man.
Hey, Holmes.
Hey, Holmes. I'm Spider-Man, man.
You're coming to my turf, essay. Mild racism here. The Geek, though. Any liberals out there still listening?
Probably not. So, okay. So I think we're going to just push comic book stuff to the side now, because I want to talk about something that was talked about from the Disney CEO Bob Iger this past week.
Boobs.
And it's kind of been a hot topic on social media since he stated this, and it just really riled up all the fans of this franchise because of it. So Bob Iger states that he believes that they were a little too quick with their Star Wars films, and that they've been pushing too many out too quickly, and that there's going to be a slowdown with the release of Star Wars movies. So we're going to go from having probably one a year to having maybe one every 2 or 3 years. What say you, Colton, Mr. Star Wars talk over there?
Well, fans got what they wanted. So that's what they want. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter what I say. I disagree, but I like Star Wars. But this is what the fans wanted. This is a direct result of it, so...
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fucking ridiculous. I mean, you sit there and think, okay, The Force Awakens, the highest grossing domestic film of all time. It made more than $1 billion worldwide. I mean, it was a huge success. Huge success, okay?
Rogue One.
Rogue One, while it didn't make as much money,
You can't expect it to make that much money.
but was still loved. Like, it's not. I'm not going to say it's divisive because it's not.
No,
You know,
it's
there's-
just a good war
it's
movie.
a good war movie, and people like it. People don't love it. People like it. It's a good. It's some people call it the best Star Wars prequel because essentially it is a prequel, and it's some people say that, but it's a good movie. The Last Jedi, very divisive film, very divisive, but that doesn't mean that it's worth boycotting the next movie, which was Solo. And
Solo was a damn good film, and the fans are fucking stupid for missing it.
thank you. So they boycott Solo. Then Disney sits back with Lucasfilm and like, okay, what's the deal? Why is this happening? Oh, we may have rushed everything. No. I mean, okay, it may have been rushed a little bit, but nothing has come out that has been poor quality. Yes, people could sit there and say that The Last Jedi was poor quality.
And only 20 minutes of that movie was poor quality.
Exactly. Because it's not what you want does not mean it's poor quality. And when I say it's not what you want, the story is not what you want.
Exactly.
The movie is beautifully shot. It is
Yes.
probably the most beautifully shot Star Wars movie we have ever had.
Yeah, that 10 minutes or 10 minutes of silence, 10 seconds of silence is some of the most beautiful like shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, and that's all CG.
Yeah,
that's not to
awesome.
mention all of the cinematography from Octu from Skellig Island that they got, where with the ocean and the
Yeah.
island and everything with Luke and Rey. Like, that is beautiful, absolutely breathtaking. But people just freak out because the story didn't go where I wanted to go.
Mom, bring me more tacos.
As they're sitting in their mom's basement.
Like,
and-
get the fuck out of here, you
Exactly.
fat fuck. Kill yourself.
Like, it just pisses me off. It's just, come on, like, don't make it about you. Like, I got into this argument the other day with somebody
Social
on
justice
social
warrior.
media, and dude was freaking out. You have these expanded universe nuts who sit there and like, we love the expanded universe, we want the expanded universe back. I'm like, you've had 6 or 8 years or whatever to accept the fact that it's gone.
Yeah.
The expanded universe is gone. Accept it. Move on. It sucks. Yes, there are some stories within the expanded universe that were good. I'm not going to say it was all great. I'm not going to say it was all bad. I'm not going to say it was terrible like a lot of people are saying. No, there's a good portion of it that I enjoyed. The Thrawn trilogy, Shadows of the Empire, the Rogue Squadron, like all that kind of stuff I enjoyed. But you sit there and you think about it and you're like, honestly, for them to have moved forward with the films, they had to push that away.
Yeah.
Whether you agree with it or not, they had to do it. And
Because then people would be bitching that, oh, it's just the book.
exactly, it's I read this already. Why do I want to see it?
Yeah.
So they had to do that. I mean, for as much good as there was in the expanded universe, there was just as much bad or more bad, in the expanded universe. So pushing it away, what it did was it gave them a clean slate from Return of the Jedi forward, that they could do anything they wanted and interconnect it
Yeah.
better than it was done before. And people sit there and freak out, oh, well, that was canon, blah, 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 and they just got rid of canon and blah. Well, first off, George Lucas didn't look at that as solely canon. He looked at it as a separate entity. If he was going to create the sequels like he was planning on doing, yes, he may have taken some ideas and story beats from the expanded universe, the books and such, but it was going to be vastly different because it would have been from his head. It would have been his vision, not somebody else's. That is how it would have been moved forward with. And there would have been a handful of books and handful of expanded universe stuff that would have been irrelevant from that point forward. That's what would have happened, and people would have still been pissed off. The fact that Lucasfilm and Disney are the ones that did it, people just want to, oh, they're the evil ones. But the same thing would have happened if Lucas would have done it, which pisses me off because people are like, Lucas wouldn't have done that. No, bullshit. He would have.
He totally would have. And you would have had less room to bitch because it's literally his universe.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
Exactly. So that pisses me off. Then, you have these people who are sitting there saying that, they could have just kept it as its own separate universe. People were smart enough to know the difference between
No.
the expanded universe and this.
No.
Here's the thing.
We still have that problem with the X-Men.
But here's the thing. Did Disney or Lucasfilm ever say, we are never going to continue those stories ever again? Did they ever say that? No. They just said, we're pushing those aside. Our continuation from the Return of the Jedi are going to be this. That is considered Legends. That's something different. That's over there.
Which still exists. Still
you can
exists.
still read it. You can still love it. You can still do everything you want
and
for
no
it.
one will bitch at you.
Yeah. So go have fun with that. There's no reason why in 5, 10 years or sooner that Kathy Kennedy and Lucasfilm might say, you know what? People want to see some of those other legend stories. Go ahead.
But
Because
make
it's like
a Thrawn trilogy.
It's like an else world.
Yeah.
You know, like this is this other world. Then you have this, which is canon world. You know, this is the canon arc. They could easily do that, but people were freaking out. No, that won't suffice. Well, too bad, because there's no way that they're gonna throw away the Last Jedi, the Last Jedi, the Force Awakens, Rogue One. They're not gonna throw all that stuff away. You know, all the comics, all the books that they've done.
Yeah, you can
that's all canon now.
You can literally go fuck yourself with that idea.
Yeah, exactly. It's not gonna happen. So, you know, I'm sitting here having, and it's not really an argument, it's actually a pretty good discussion I'm having with this guy. I mean, it's going on for a while, and this is other douchebag that jumps in. And, you know, I'm sitting there defending the sequel trilogy and the new stuff that we've gotten from the Disney Lucasfilm era, and, you know, he's like, why don't you just go suck Rian Johnson's dick? And I'm like, what?
You're like, yes, thank you. I will suckle his dick like Luke suckled the teat of that space cow thing. Because that's how this fucking works.
If you were to read my comments earlier in the post, you would see that I agree that there are some issues with The Last Jedi. There are some things that I don't agree with in The Last Jedi.
Canto Bite.
Canto Bite is one of them. There are some other things, though, that
Flying Leia.
I don't agree with. I actually like the Flying Leia thing. I'm one of the
I
favorite
think it could. I like the idea of the flying Leia. I think it was just portrayed really bad.
I think it was fine. I think it was fine.
But
But
I think it would have been better if shot from behind, like her like flying towards the door, like from her perspective, kind of.
I don't know. But that's neither here nor there. But, you know, I said that there are issues. I do see that there are issues, and I even pointed out some of the issues that this guy's about to make fun of me for.
Rose.
And he then starts, you know, I'm like, dude, I criticize The Last Jedi. Don't think that I don't see the issues that it has. But overall, I think it's a decent story. I think it's a good story. I think it's a good continuation. I agree that there's some beats that they could have done better, but it's a good movie, and it's a beautifully shot movie. Oh, you're just a fucking social justice warrior piece of shit. And I'm like...
You're like, okay, let's bring politics into this.
What? I'm a social justice warrior because I like a Star Wars movie. And that's what this world is coming to. Don't get me wrong. I agree that it appears, and it seems that they have been pushing some progressive views into the Star Wars movies. They have been doing it.
But that's all of media, really.
Again, it is all of media. It's not just Star Wars. It's other movies as well that do it. Because it's so noticeable, that's when it takes me out of the movie. It aggravates me, because if you want it to not be noticeable, don't make it noticeable. If you want it to feel fluid and fit, it has to have a reason for the story. You can't just say this person is gay and then not utilize it as a story point at all.
Yeah.
It's just, hey, look, we have a gay character in this movie. Ha ha ha. She's gay. And then it's not used at all.
Yeah.
Like, that's what makes me
Or
mad.
not even announce it before the movie. Just everybody's throwing out that fan bullshit art thing that they do.
Or you know, and then you can, you know, go and say, oh, well, Rose is, you know, of Asian descent. You have Poe Dameron, who's of Mexican descent. You know, like Hispanic, and you sit there and you're like, okay,
But are they in the Star Wars universe? 'Cause I don't think Earth exists.
exactly.
But on a real note, there.
But again, you know, they made a big deal out of this, but it doesn't fit the narrative of the movie at all. So
Like-
they could have put anybody in Rose's spot. They could have put anybody in Poe's spot, and it would have been the same movie.
Yeah.
And that's what I think people don't understand is, you know, these film studios don't understand that, yes, being progressive is a good thing. Including these people into movies is a good idea. But sometimes if there's not
If you literally have to add 20 minutes to a film just to give them a part, that's the problem.
Exactly. There you go. That's where I was getting. Like, if you literally, like, Rose has no meaning for that movie except for Canto Bite, which is a pointless part of the movie.
Yeah.
So...
And even Poe didn't really have a point in that film at all.
No.
Like, at all.
Yeah, I mean, that's the issue that I have with with The Last Jedi mostly.
Or not Poe.
Finn,
yeah.
I don't
meant
have.
Finn, sorry.
I don't have an issue with them adding these types of characters. I just have an issue whenever they just don't utilize them and they just throw them in there, and then they are like, hey, look, we have Asians in it, we have Hispanics, we have gays, we have this. Look at us, we're so progressive. Look at us. Like, they want a pat on the back for it, and
like,
they just
congrats.
you just threw them in there for no damn reason. Like, that's the problem. So, you know, the issue I have with it. But getting back on point, the guys, freaking out and calling me a social justice warrior. I'm like, dude, that's not me at all. Like, I complained about what they were doing. Like, I absolutely hate the whole L337 thing in Solo. That is the worst possible thing in all Star Wars movies besides Jar Jar Binks. That is the number 2 thing that is bad with Star Wars besides Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks is number 1. L337 is number 2. I'm sorry.
Jar Jar's my boy, man. You can't do that to him. No, like, you even saw me in the theater. I was like, what the fuck, man? Yeah. And then she died, and I was like, yes. There was a moment where I was just like even Nicole, she was like, you okay? I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Yeah. Like, so fucking stupid. And then they just made her irrelevant. I was like, yes.
Yeah. But again, there's little things that are annoying with the movies, but that doesn't mean that it's a bad movie.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that it's horrible. Did the story go where I wanted it? No. But that's okay, because if it went where I envisioned it going, what's the point in going and seeing a movie?
And if you want to see where we have pictured it going, listen to Movie Boot on our Patreon.
Mm-hmm. Where we did Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Yeah. Fuck, mostly Bob, though. I didn't really play it because he sucked me into the story.
I just went.
Yeah, I was like, just keep going, man. Fuck me. I don't care.
So there's this whole thing now that, and I've talked about this in the past, you have your prequel list, you have your original list, you have your sequel list, you have your expanded universe people. There's so many different sects of Star Wars fans anymore. You have your new fans, your old fans, your middle fans, all this, that there's no way that you're ever going to make all of them happy. Yeah. And if Disney and Lucasfilm are going to sit there and say, well, we're going to slow down because some people were pissed off about The Last Jedi, I think that's bullshit. Look, Marvel does 4 movies a year.
Exactly, and they're all the same fucking movie.
Exactly. And people are sitting there saying, oh, we have Star Wars fatigue. Fucking Star Wars fatigue? Get the shit out of here. Like,
no, you have cancer fatigue. I'm sorry.
I can't. Like, I'm literally anxiously awaiting episode 9 right now. Like, I cannot wait for that movie. But I'm going to have to wait almost an entire year to see it.
I know, which sucks. Because episode 9 is going to be really fucking good.
It is. I'm sure
it's going to be tits.
I'm sure it's
We're
going to
get fucking Chewbacca on a horse.
I hope. I mean, we don't know if he's going to be on a horse.
Sorry.
We saw him next to
one of those things that the Gungans rode. What did they ride in episode 1?
Was there what?
What the Gungans rode.
I don't know what they were.
To the Battle of Naboo.
I don't know what they were.
But I want Chewbacca on one of those. So yeah, there was that. But Star Wars fans need to quit being so cancerous. It's stupid at this point.
Very true.
But
it's ridiculous.
They're bitching about Star Wars. I mean, just look at the DC universe. Like, it's on fucking fire.
Yeah. Well, I can't stand the Star Wars fans right now.
No, I literally left 90% of the Star Wars groups I was in. I was like, I can't deal with this. Like, this is stupid. You're just being like 12. Like,
yeah. Quit
throwing a fit. You get what you get. This is why parents should be able to beat their kids.
Now there have been some, nice little segue into episode 9 stuff that we were going towards until
I promoted child abuse.
There's a rumor coming out that they were filming a scene on a forest planet of some sort.
Ooh, Endor.
Where it's not Endor.
Damn it.
Where Rey meets her parents.
That's pretty cool.
So
I mean, they're no one. She's nothing.
I think they're gonna retcon that.
Probably.
Yeah. So that's
Mara
Jade. It's interesting to see where that's gonna go. But again, it's all rumor. I think we're gonna start really hearing and seeing some stuff. More and more stuff come out over the next few months. I think we'll get a lot of that kind of stuff up until like probably February, and then once Celebration comes in April, we're gonna get the first teaser at that point.
Yeah, they're gonna just start dumping loads of shit.
Yeah, we'll get a teaser and probably a title.
Yep, and then at that point, I'm going underground.
And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we got a title around Christmas. We may get a title by then, and then it'll be like February. We'll get April. We'll get the first teaser, and then
I don't know my months.
and then we'll get the first full-length trailer in October of next year. That's what's going to happen, and that's how we're going to get our information of the movie.
And then we're going to get all those toy spoilers and shit like that. And I got to hide underground. Yeah. It's not going to be cool.
Force Friday will happen the first Friday of September. And blah, blah, blah.
You want to go go to like a Walmart or something around here? See if we can get any toys or some shit?
I did that for The Force Awakens and
but
Rogue One. I didn't do it for The Last Jedi. Did I? I might have, actually. I don't remember now.
You want to go to a nice place? Like a place that would actually do something around here?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, cool.
Force Friday.
Speaking of, hey, spoiler if I mean, no one saw Solo, so. Fucking that ending, though. Darth Maul? Crazy.
Of what, Solo?
Yeah, dude. I didn't see that coming.
Why are we talking about something that we talked about 5 months ago?
Because I was talking about going underground and not knowing. I actively didn't even look at shit for Solo, and that ending was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that was crazy. It was cool to see that.
The fact that both of us missed it is something. Then again, neither of us really were looking for Solo shit.
Yeah.
We were like, we're just going to see this.
Yeah, it's pretty true.
And all that aside, saying shit about Solo, it made Nicole watch episodes 4, 5, and 6. Not even joking. So
that's exciting.
Or want to watch them. I think she watched half of 4. But she's always said she wanted to watch them. She wants to watch all the Marvel films, too. Infinity War did that to her. So, from a girl who said, I'm not really into geek stuff. Yeah. Fucking take that back.
Well, this episode, that's pretty much all we got today.
This episode was brought to you by Fuck Yourself, Star Wars fans. That was really cool background music. Just really awkward and shit. Sounds like a Maroon 5 song.
Shit. All right. So definitely, make sure you check us out. All of our other episodes. Make sure you check out our Patreon, where this month you're going to be able to hear our exclusive movie boot episode of rebooting the DC universe, film universe, DCEU, whatever you want to call it. We are rebooting that. We're actually going to be recording that tonight and getting it up there this week at some point. So definitely look for that on Patreon. Again, it's just $1 a month. You get a whole bunch of extra stuff, different episodes. You get our episodes a day early, everything like that. So you can find all that information down below in the description. So with all that said, I've been Robert. With me has been
Skinny Penis.
And we will talk to you all later.